we're going to roll with Devin Vassell. Let's see what Devin Vassell has to say. So, before we get started, a few things to talk about before listening. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that Devin Vassell is actually going to benefit from the addition of Chris Paul, maybe more than anyone else on this team. Because last season, there were many of shots that he took that were very difficult, long twos. Even Charles Barkley said that he's going to have to improve his shot selection. I don't really think that was his fault. I don't think there was much he could have done there, right? I mean, the team just wasn't good enough. So there's that. And also, yeah, I just think Chris Paul is going to give him, easier looks. And wait, actually, I think that's about it. Oh, I know what I was going to say. That he's also going to get MIP. I think that he has a higher chance or better chance of getting MIP than even Wemby. I mean, he averaged, as well as he played last season, I think all of us were very impressed. He only averaged 19 points. You bump that up to 25. I mean, that's a big bump. But if you could get to 24, 25 with even better efficiency, yeah, dude, I'm calling MIP. He just makes every shot hard, but he makes them easier look. He bricks. I don't think that that's true. I mean, there were many occasions when he wasn't as good of a player as he is now, but there were many occasions when he played with DeJounte Murray and he could just knock him down if he was open, right? I thought Devin Vassell was going to be a 3-and-D. That's what I thought he would be. Like, he would be a spot up shooter, 3-and-D, because that's how well I thought. Well, actually, hold on. I guess numbers don't lie. Let's see. Devin Vassell stats. Go to NBA or ESPN? Let's go to ESPN, guys. Let's go to ESPN. You see stats. Okay, cool. Yeah, numbers don't lie. Yeah. So that's what I thought he was going to be going into this last season. I mean, he averaged nearly 39% from three. I didn't know if this was a fact or not, but I felt it was just in my heart. Okay, I just felt like he was a really great 3-point shooter this season before, and he did not create almost any of his shots before this past season. Nope, bro. Check the stats. I'm looking at the stats. I'm looking at it right here. Where would Dillingham end up in the lineup? We don't have Dillingham. We traded Dillingham. What? People forgot how good Devin was as a spot-up shooter. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I thought he was going to be. So I'm not worried at all as far as like... Yeah, we traded Dillingham on draft day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we traded him. We were never going to get Dillingham. We never wanted Dillingham. I think we traded him for, what we get, guys? 2030 and 2031 first-round pick from Minnesota, which if you look at the landscape of Minnesota, by 2030, I think Anthony Edwards is going to be like 29 years old. Obviously, Mike Conley will probably be gone. Gobert will probably be gone. They might be a pretty bad team by that point. So it was probably a good trade. That isn't horrible. It's kind of crazy to be able to trade a draft pick for 2 first-round picks. I'm pretty sure it was 2 first-round picks. If you guys can correct me, it's been a minute since that happened. So, all right, let's listen. Did I turn this? All right, we turned the speed up. Quality, 1080p. Let's go. Wait. No closed caption. You guys got to listen. All right, put your listening ears on.
Great. Let's get this started.
Oh God, I can't hear any of this. All right, I'm gonna try my best, guys. Let's listen.
Is November 1st your goal? Is that a realistic goal?
I think you mentioned surgery.
The date of my surgery was June 26th. No, that's my mom's birthday, so happy birthday, Mom. And November 1st everything will be reevaluated. Right now I'm on court, moving around really good, doing everything.
He said November 1st? God, that's going to be a minute. That's a lot of Stephon Castle.
I'm hoping to be back as soon as possible, so.
Coach Ron told me earlier his advice to you is to work on yourself in rehab. What is working or
Just coming in every day, being consistent, putting in the work, whether it's conditioning, whether it's lifting, whether it's getting on court, whatever it is, just coming in every day with a good mindset, a great mindset. And, you have teammates who are uplifting you. Seeing everybody coming in each day just makes me easier and easier to come in and work harder. So trust me, I'm following the coach's advice.
So I'm pretty sure that was Carolina Teague, and she said, "What does working your A off mean?" Hold on. Let's duplicate it. I do have a clip of that. Here we go. Crap. Here we go. So you can actually hear her say it.
Hi, Devin. Coach Pop told me earlier that his advice to you was to work your ass off in rehab. What does working your ass off in rehab consist of?
Just coming in every day.
That's fine. All right, cool. All right, so we got it. All right, let's listen to the next one. Let's go.
Coming out before the end of the season, you told us that you shot like you were going to have no loss. So what happened between April and June and the surgery?
I got nothing, guys. I heard nothing there. I'm sorry.
Basically, I just tried to let it heal on its own, let it heal naturally how it is, and I was hoping that it was supposed to heal how it was supposed to, and it just didn't heal how it was supposed to. So just needed to have surgery to clean it up, so I'd be 100%. And now I'm striding to. I feel better now than I felt pretty much at the end of the season. So that's a good thing. No, it just didn't heal how it was supposed to heal, and at the end of the day, it was just nagging. So I just needed it to be gone.
So yeah, Devin doesn't know the specifics, I guess. It can't be difficult to plug the questions audio in the video. It really can't be. I don't really understand how this happened. Or at the I guess they're only picking up this mic so you hear. I don't know. This is dumb. I don't know why you can't hear them.
Yeah. Good. You are.
Have you worked with
not
Chris
as much
and Harrison?
With the older guys. I've been working out with some of our bigs, just working on screen and rolls. Obviously, working with Vic and Zach and Bassey and a bunch of the guys. Not as much with guards as much, but I mean, each day I've been progressing more and more. So to answer your question, that'll be pretty soon.
What was your reaction to the regular Chris Paul, and what do you hope that he will bring to this team?
Dude, I have no idea what any of this is. We might as well just ask our own questions and just watch him answer it.
More so to answer your question, that'll be pretty soon.
Devin, when you make breakfast in the morning, do you put your peanut butter
I was
on
super
your...
excited. The first thing I've always been saying pretty much since I've got here is just more veteran leadership, and I feel like that's the first thing that he's going to bring. He's a voice. He's talking even through open gym. Even today, like he's always talking, just bringing good words of encouragement, words of wisdom, and I'm excited for that. For us to be able to take that next step, we need leaders and veterans and people who are going to help the locker room. And he's what better guy than CP?
Facts. Devin, Burger King, Wendy's, or McDonald's? Which do you prefer? Especially going through this rehab.
I think he's going to hold everybody to a standard. I think he's going to hold everybody accountable. That's really number one. Going through games where we have our lows, where we have, we might be going, other teams going on a run. CP and HB, those are going to be the guys who, they've been through it, they've seen it all. They'll help us, be able to turn that corner. And we had a lot of close games that we lost last year. I think that adding those two people are going to help us out a lot with that veteran leadership.
I was kind of going to ask a similar question, but you guys have been...
Devin, how long have you been waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6? We've all been waiting for that video game to drop, and it's been over a decade.
For sure. I see HB in here every morning. What is it, Jay? Almost like 7 a.m. he be in here. I came in early today, and it was 7 a.m. and me, CP, and HB were the people here. So just them instilling that, them working hard every day, us seeing that. Like I said, in open gym, CP's talking all the time. You see HB, he's getting steals. He's like, they're just leading by example, and it's huge for us because at the end of the day, like I said, that's some leadership and veteran leadership that we've been missing.
That is true. We definitely needed some veteran leadership. All right, that's not a lie. And I like this type of veteran leadership too. It's not the type of veteran leadership where you're bringing in guys to try to. I mean, the Spurs want to win right now. I don't mean it this way, but like you're not bringing in like superstar talent veterans, right? That's kind of going to go to waste because Wemby isn't even going to hit his stride, right? I don't think the Spurs are going to be a championship team, even if you brought in some really great championship ready veterans. That you just don't have that team yet. It's going to take some time. So I do like the idea of bringing in Chris Paul. Like you couldn't have got anything better. Like this is the best case scenario is to bring in Chris Paul at that point guard position and bring in, he's a placeholder, but he's a good placeholder. Harrison Barnes at that small forward position that we desperately need. And this is a good way of just figuring out what works for Wemby, what works for Devin, what works for the team as a whole, and then you can kind of plug in where you need to. Good stuff. Great stuff. Okay, guys, we can't hear anything. Chat, we can't hear anything. So if you guys got any questions for Devin Vassell, please drop it in the chat. Okay, I'll make sure to ask him for you.
For sure.
What are your thoughts watching Victor in the game, especially in the game against
I think he asked him his favorite shoe brand. Let's see.
He's an alien. It's crazy. Some of the stuff that he does is still crazy. Even when I'm watching him right now when he's working out, like he's knocking down shots, you just don't expect that at his height. What he's doing, it's almost normal now. It's kind of crazy. But to answer your question, watching the Olympics, watching him grow and just be almost the voice of that team, like carrying them. Team USA, we have LeBron, KD, we have all these great players, and he's looking like he wasn't backing down from nobody, and that's the mindset, the attitude that we got to have this year. No matter who we're playing, no matter what arena we're walking into, we don't care who's in front of us. We're coming in to get a win.
Yeah, I'm sure all these guys are jealous of Wembanyama. Like, it's so obvious they love him. So, yeah. Oh, I see your question there. I got you. Devin, can you keep people from walking in front of the camera constantly? It's really starting to irritate us. What do you think about that?
Yeah,
He's still going on.
I mean, really just being a sponge when it comes to CP, just seeing, what reads does he see, what is he looking at in the defense, I don't want to give out too much stuff, and then people start, trying to get what I'm. But at the end of the day, just being a sponge with CP, he's been here for a while. He understands the game. He's seen all different types of coverages. He's played with some of the best players in the world. So just trying to pick his brain and understand kind of what he sees.
Devin, which devil fruit did Wembanyama eat over the offseason?
I'm excited, man. I mean, I think that, it
tall
came out,
fruit.
I was hurt, and, it is what it is, but I'm excited. I feel the most healthy that I've been in a long time, and, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to get back to Devin Vassell. I don't want to rush back into it and, not have another setback, so I'm just excited to get back on the court. I'm excited. I come in every day. I see everybody working. I see it's a great energy here. I can't wait for tomorrow with training camp and everything. I'm just excited to get back on the court, and as soon as I get...
We have a great team, okay? With him saying that he's excited, I think it's also just a personality thing, right? Hold on. I want to bring this up. I don't think... no, I saved it. Yeah, look at this roster, guys. Hold on. Ty Yeager posted it. Yeah, look at this roster. This is a really solid roster with a lot of good guys, too. Like Harrison Barnes, he's wanted to play for the Spurs for a long time. Bassey's mature. Brandon Boston, I don't know much about Brandon Boston. This is camp. This is the camp roster. But look at the maturity here. Malachi Branham is probably honestly, he might be the most immature out of all these guys, and he's very mature. And I only say that because, he made that burner account or whatever, but it's not that big a deal. You got Stephon Castle, Julian Champagny, Sidi Sissoko. Like, this is a really good energy, right? It's a really good, and it's so rare to be able to get guys that not only are talented, but also have a very good head on their shoulders. And you only have two legitimate, like, veterans, right? You got Chris Paul, you got Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes, 12 years. Chris Paul, nearly 20. A big deal, man. I really like this group. I wonder why Wemby is listed as small forward, or as forward. Oh, I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, let's see. Charles Bassey's at center. Zach Collins at forward/center. I don't know. Typo? That's strange. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Good eye.
Get back being able, ready to play. Trust me, you'll see it.
You spent some time training with Victor. Have you found different Victor this year from last year?
I just kind of feel like the game is slowing down for him. He's seeing everything, the reads, what shot he wants to get to, finishing, just pretty much everything. I think every step of his game is growing, and it's kind of scary, the numbers that he was putting up last year and the runs that he was going on, like, for him to be getting better, for him to be improving, like, it's going to be scary for the league this year. I can tell you that.
He actually does look really excited. I feel like he's definitely more excited in this interview than we've seen in past ones. Not to say he doesn't. He shows this energy all the time, but, I mean, I don't know, not to this degree. You get what I'm saying? He answered questions like this kind of I don't know. I don't want to say frantically because that's like bad. Like that sounds like I'm talking bad about him, but I don't know. He just seems really happy.
Getting used to being sort of like defended like a number one perimeter. What did you learn about your game, about what it's going to take to play this role in the offense?
I think getting everybody involved is probably going to be number one for me. If I can get, if I can hit Vic on a roll, if I can hit HB on a corner shot, and kind of get everybody to where they got to honor everybody else, then that opens up everything for me. And then after that, I can play and be aggressive and play my game. But I don't want to force anything. I don't want to force stuff in in a double team.
No, wrong answer. Wrong answer, Vassell. Wrong answer. Vassell seems more determined than usual this year. Yeah, he does. Wrong answer. All right. We all know that he's capable of facilitating, right? We all know that he's capable of doing it. But this whole, I'll be aggressive once everyone gets their cookies. No, you take the cookies. All right. You attack, you take the cookies, and that will in turn open it up for everyone else. Can Devin Vassell please just attack and then pass? Last season, I felt like it was too much of that. It was too much. Let me take a back seat. Like, no, undoubtedly, even right now, I would say Devin Vassell is our best offensive. Well, I mean, obviously Wemby is, but Devin Vassell, apart from Wemby, is our best offensive weapon. Easily, especially ISO player. I would say that Devin Vassell is a better ISO player than Wemby right now. But didn't he hate Wemby? Exactly. It's just so frustrating, though. It's like, I like the mentality, man, but he's way better. Gosh, I'm not trying to say guys that do this is bad. It's just his game, how his game is. The best thing that he is at doing is scoring the basketball, right? It's not like he's a phenomenal facilitator and then secondary, he's a good scorer. Like, he's a great scorer and then he's a secondary facilitator. I don't need Devin Vassell to make sure everyone gets theirs. Get yours first. And then when they start closing in on you, then you pass it out. But it seems like he does the opposite, or he did the opposite way too often the last few years. I don't like it.
Team or force that. I just got to be able to see.
Force it.
Make the right reads to start off the game.
No, force it. You're Devin Vassell. You're the only one that can force it.
What are the expectations for this season?
Playoffs. That's it. That's all I see.
Thank you, guys. Oh, that was a cold inning. Somebody in the chat said earlier that it was going to be a cold inning. That is cold. That's cold. That should have been the interview right there. First question.
Everybody to where they got to honor everybody else, then that open.
First question.
In a double team or force that. I just got to.
First question.
You're better. Vic is a year better. And he additions. What are the expectations for this season?
Playoffs. That's it. That's all I see.
Bye. Wait, Devin, we have way more questions. All right, that was really good. I actually genuinely liked that. That was cool. Yeah, I'm excited for this season. I get more and more excited the more I think about it. And my expectations go more and more high the more I think about it as well. At first, I was like, I don't even think we make the play-in. I'm kind of off of that now, man. I'm thinking the Spurs could be a 500 team. The more I look at this roster, the more I'm bought in on it. We have so many guys. Like, even our young guys are pretty ready, right? I don't think Sidy Sissoko's ready yet. Stephon Castle's the main one. I'm excited.